What is up, you guys? It is your boy Keeper Real. I hope you guys are having a great end of your week. Today is Friday, and your boy is talking about the PlayStation 5 Slim. Now, I'm talking about the PlayStation 5 Slim because I think it's a big W to people who have held off on buying the PlayStation, not only with Spider-Man and having Ragnarok and future games such as Wolverine on the horizon. There's a lot for you to be excited for as a PlayStation owner, yet there is a lot for you to be unhappy about. For example, as a PlayStation 5 original owner, I bought the digital edition and I was kind of bitter that wasn't able to get the disc, but I did buy it back when the PlayStation 5 first launched, and I was clicking that Walmart button like crazy. I got it very quickly after launch, and I've been playing it ever since, and I really can say that it's been a decent experience. I enjoyed Miles Morales at launch. I've enjoyed all the Spider-Man. I've enjoyed all the PlayStation exclusives, and I will continue to do so. Now, I'm talking about this because if you waited till 2023, like I said, you caught a dub. The new Slim comes with 1 terabyte of storage, and if you get the digital edition, here's the kicker. You can now add a PlayStation made disc drive to your console that's digital, and I think that is a huge win, not only for digital consumers but people who like collecting items and having things on the go. If you want a PlayStation 5 to decrease in size, you can take off the disc drive and store the disc drive away. If you find a game on a great deal, for example, when Cyberpunk was selling for pennies on the dollar, literally it was discounted majorly. It wasn't discounted on the store, but if you went to Walmart, you could purchase the game for 15 bucks, even now sometimes 10, $5, because the digital stores and on these consoles suck. They never give any deals. The best place to buy digital games at a discount is always going to be PC. So with that, like I said, if you buy the disc drive, you can always find a deal somewhere and you can capitalize on owning that disc drive. And that's where I'm coming from, thinking that it's a great deal. Now, there are some bad things. If you guys read at the bottom right corner, it says vertical stand is sold separately, meaning Sony's going to be making some money. And if you guys look at the design right here and right here, there's a few little slits that cut off between the top half of the console, and I worry because people bought panels for the original PS5, and I know that sounds dumb, but people spent money on those to make their PlayStation look the way they wanted to, and then when the new one came, they didn't capitalize on already having that, and then just adding to that. Like, if you bought the digital edition, your digital edition panels that you bought for the original PS5 should fit. Same vice versa with the PlayStation 5 with the disc drive already installed. They could have easily made panels that changed for that specific console. I get it that they're reduced in size, but if you look at the true size of the console, it's probably going to be very, very similar. It says about 30% decrease in mass. Doesn't mean 30% decrease in size overall. It's not going to be Nintendo Switch size. It's going to be just slightly smaller. So I really don't see where the Slim is coming from. I mean, you guys remember the PS5, PS3, the big chunky fat one that used to play the PS2 games? And when the Slim came out, it was like a little flat pancake compared to that big that big boy. Sorry about that. Coughing because I'm thirsty. So again, the disc drive is attachable. It comes with 1 terabyte upgrade, and reduced in volume by more than 30% and weight by 18% and 24% compared to previous models. This is where I'm getting a little upset. Everything else was cool. The panel thing, I completely understand because they're trying to go for a new design, but man, if they could have just made it so the height is the same and the width is the same, but the actual console itself is just a tiny little bit slimmer, been in there so you could have still used your panels. But I am not an architect for PlayStation, so I can't be talking like that. So the Blu-ray disc is sold separately for $79.99. So if you buy a digital console and you get the disc drive, it's going to cost you more than if you just bought the disc drive edition. The disc drive edition is stable at $500, and then the digital edition with the disc drive is going to be sitting. So the digital edition did go up in price by $50. So it's $450 base. If you buy the disc drive, that's another $80. So you're looking at about $530. So if you're going to be one of those people that doesn't want to spend a lot of money but have a disc, just go with the disc drive edition. Same thing with what people said back in the day. Disc drive always comes in clutch because you can always find good deals on disc games, but you can't find good deals on digital games all the time. And let's look right here. So it goes in, you take off the bottom half of the panel on the right side, you stick on the disk drive, and then you stick on the bottom half of the panel, and I think that is great. That is very sleek. Thank you, Sony, for adding that. Let's look at the trailer for it. Let's just look at what they have. I don't really want to hear the whole shebang. I just want to see it. Same immersive, new, slimmer look. You know, they're very simple. Sony has always been very minimalistic. And now if we look right here, US price, $499 for the $500 for the Ultra Blu-ray disc. Then PS5 Digital Edition is $450. Now the stand is probably the worst deal out of the entire new lineup, because you would think that since it came with the original release that it would just come with this one guaranteed. But no, it's an extra $30 if you want to put your PlayStation sideways, which most people do if they're buying a slim console. Maybe their PlayStation 5 has to sit on the outside, or it doesn't fit sideways in a small little cupboard. So they have to buy the stand in order to put it sideways. You guys know what I'm trying to say? So these are just things that you got to know. And look, a variety of PS5 console cover colors for the new model will be starting in early 2024, including an all matte black colorway and deep earth collection colors in volcanic red, cobalt blue, and sterling silver. Prices for the PS5 console covers will start at $54.99. We are 10 days away from the launch of Spider-Man 2, with additional games like Alan Wake 2 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 launching shortly after with these fantastic games, so on and so on. They talk about other games that aren't exclusive, such as Baldur's Gate and Mirage. But let's look at the specs. It's going to be very, very similar to the PlayStation 5. It's almost identical for other than the size, so don't expect like this brand new experience. It's gonna be that 60 FPS for most of your games. I heard Spider-Man is 120 FPS and it can run 4K or 60 FPS. But I'm very excited for that game, and I'm glad that this is coming out on the holiday season. Just be on the lookout for all those nice digital deals. You might be able to copy a nice new PS5 with a game installed. But honestly, my conclusion is this is great for people that don't have a PlayStation, but not really good for people that already have one. There's really nothing pushing people like me and you that already own one to buy another PlayStation. You're not going to go out there just for the slim. And you might just because you like the way it looks. You know, there's some people built like that. But personally, a console is a console. If it plays the game, it plays the game. I'm not going to judge because it looks a little slimmer. Man, my PlayStation hasn't really been slim. I put it out in the air so it can breathe. I don't like choking holding. If I want it to disappear, I'll throw it out my window. You know what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, guys, I want you guys to stay excited. PlayStation does make some good decisions. I still can't respect the fact that they did the PlayStation Go thingy. I can't. Something about that PlayStation mobile device is just sitting bitter with me, and the fact that the vertical stand is another $30. So on, so on. There's bad things, good things, so we can't complain about everything, but we can complain about certain things that really shouldn't be a thing. So leave a like, subscribe, keep it pushing, keep it real, and look out for Spider-Man 2 at the end of this month, baby.